Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Leadership Purpose with Dr. Robin podcast. And as always, I'm so glad you're here and listening into the podcast. And because you have been such faithful listeners, you helped us get ranked in the top 5% of all podcasts globally, according to Listen Notes. So I can't thank you and appreciate you enough. And I'm really excited to talk about today's episode because it's something that I experienced over and over and over. And it took me years and years to figure out, but I figured it out. And now that I have, and I have been using it in my life and career, it's been life changing. So that's what I want to share with you today. I want to talk to you about something that every high achieving woman faces at some point, though most of us don't realize what's happening when it shows up. It's that moment you feel stuck. You know the one. Everything in your life or career looks fine on paper, but inside, you feel like you hit an invisible wall. Maybe if you started waking up dreading Monday mornings, even though you've got the title, you've got the paycheck, you've got the recognition, you dread Monday mornings. Or maybe you just reached a big milestone. You earned the degree, the promotion, or you achieved that goal you worked so hard for. And when you finally got there, you felt nothing. That strange in between feeling, it's not failure. It's not confusion. It's actually a signal, a quiet one, but a powerful one. What if feeling stuck is a signal of the quiet knowing inside of you that is always pointing you back toward alignment? This is what I refer to as a purpose calling. So, what if feeling stuck is a signal of a purpose calling trying to get your attention? I remember the first time I felt that signal in my own life and career, though I didn't have a name for it back then. At that time, I was working in a leadership role at a major bank. And from the outside, it looked like I had everything together: the office, the title, the success story. But inside, I felt stuck. Something in me was starting to go quiet. Then an opportunity came up, a 3-month temporary assignment with a nonprofit called United Way. It was a chance to do something different, to use my voice and connect with people in a more meaningful way. And the moment I started that work, something came alive in me. It was speaking to groups, meeting new people, sharing stories about the difference their giving made in the community. And I felt energized. I felt on purpose. And most importantly, I felt like myself. But when that assignment ended, I walked back through the bank's glass doors that first Monday morning. Everything felt different when I did that. The same desk, the same meetings, the same routine. Only now I could feel how much I had changed. I sat down and I looked around and thought, I can't do this the same way anymore. And, it wasn't burnout, it was something deeper. It was a quiet knowing, a signal from within that whispered, this isn't it anymore. That was my first real purpose calling, a gentle nudge from my inner knowing saying, you've outgrown this version of who you've been. It's time to realign. And maybe that's where you are right now. Nothing is necessarily wrong, but something inside you is stirring, quietly asking you for your attention. So, what exactly is a purpose calling? It's that quiet, persistent energy that rises from within, not from ambition or ego, but from your inner knowing. It's the feeling that there's more for you, not necessarily more to do, but more of you to be. A purpose calling doesn't rush or demand, it whispers. And it might show up as the feeling of feeling stuck. It might show up as a feeling of restlessness that won't go away, or a sense that You've outgrown what once felt right for you. Or it might show up as a quiet longing for something you can't quite name yet, but you can feel it. That's what's important to understand. It's important to understand that feeling of being stuck, that feeling of being stuck is not a sign that you're lost. It's a sign that you're ready. It's your inner knowing saying, you're evolving. Let's catch your outer life up to your inner self. A purpose calling is an invitation to growth. It's how your life keeps pace with your own personal growth and evolution. And it doesn't just happen once, it happens many times throughout your life and career. Each time you're ready for a new level of alignment. If you ignore it, it doesn't disappear, it just waits. It returns. It taps you on the shoulder again, gently but persistently, saying, there's more. But when you recognize it early, it becomes your compass, not your crisis. The key is to shift from seeing stuck as a problem to fix to seeing it as a signal to follow. It's the start of clarity. It's the beginning of your next right step. Okay, so you might be asking, how do you begin listening to this purpose calling? Well, here's something you can do today. And I call it the listen to the nudge practice. The listen to the nudge practice. So just take 5 minutes in your car or on a walk or any time you have some quiet time and space in your day or even before bed. Take 5 minutes and ask yourself one question. Here's the question. What's the one thought or the one idea or the one longing that's been gently tugging at me, the one I keep brushing off? Maybe it's an idea that's been following you for months. Maybe it's a whisper that says, I'm meant to do something different. Maybe it's a simple desire to feel more like you again. Whatever it is, write it down. Don't analyze it. Don't criticize it. Don't make it bigger than what it is. Just name it. Because naming the nudge is the first step toward clarity. It's how you start transforming that feeling of being stuck into a clear direction. And here's the good news. Once you name it, you'll begin to see signs and opportunities that align with it. It's as if your inner knowing says, finally, she's listening. So if you're feeling stuck right now, take heart. That feeling isn't failure. It's a sacred signal. It's your inner knowing calling you to grow, to realign, to reconnect with who you truly are at this point in your life and career. So listen to it, honor it, and take one small step toward it this week. Because the truth is, you're not lost, you're being led. And the more you listen, the clearer your next step becomes. Now, next week in our next episode, we'll go deeper into how to turn that whisper into action and how to move from, I know something's shifting, to, I know what to do next. That's where clarity truly begins to take shape. So if this message spoke to you today, take a few minutes to do that listen to the nudge exercise that I mentioned earlier. Your next step is waiting inside that small but meaningful moment of awareness. And if you know another woman who might need to hear this right now, go ahead and share this episode with her because it might just be the signal she's been waiting for. And if you'd like a little more clarity and inspiration between episodes, come connect with me on LinkedIn because that's where I share weekly reflections and tools to help high achieving women stay in alignment with who they truly are. LinkedIn at Robin L. Owens, PhD. At Robin L. Owens, PhD. And until next time, this is Dr. Robin reminding you that every moment of feeling stuck is really a moment of becoming. So listen closely. Your purpose calling is already speaking.